Hello everybody, it is Nicole from iiKiui, and today I have the May Sketchbook Tour for you guys. As some of you may know, it was MerMay, and if you guys don't know what MerMay is, it is something started by Tom Bancroft, where basically you draw a mermaid every single day. Unfortunately, this year I did not complete it. I only did about 12 or 13 of the 31, so maybe next year, but we'll see. You could probably guess it's because I was busy with school and projects, but anyways, let's not dwell on that. Let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, I used a different sketchbook. This one I just decorated with washi tape, but this is what the original looks like. It is a Canson mixed media sketchbook, and it's a 5.5 by 8.5 inch. So in case you guys are curious about it, that is what it is, and the paper is pretty good. I like it for watercolor, so if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. So let's go ahead and get into it. So here I have some watercolor pencil test, and this is the Artist Loft brand. I was testing it out because I'm at school pretty much 5 days a week, and I don't get home until 6 p.m., so using watercolors near computers is probably not the best idea, so I use these instead, and then I just add water to it later when I get home. This is my first mermaid drawing, and I use some watercolor pencil, especially in the darker areas, just to add more shadow. The one thing I don't like about this one is the font text that I added afterwards because I messed up on it. But other than that, I like how it turned out. I like the color palette and everything else. For this month, I also tried working on lighting and adding contrast. Unfortunately, this piece, it doesn't seem like I added that much contrast, but I did work on lighting and using a light source. For the hair, I did use the watercolor pencils all the way through, and then I just added some more color at the end when I got home to darken up some of the shadows. I like how this one turned out as well, but I think it could have been better if I added more contrast in the background. I kind of got impatient because the watercolor wouldn't dry fast enough. I really like how this one turned out. The idea was that it was inspired by kelp or seaweed, and she's like cautiously looking behind her, and I tried to add this kind of light background. I also apologize if you hear any background noise. I can't get it quiet around here, so I just try to speak louder so that you guys can hear. I really like how this one turned out. This was probably one of my favorite ones. This one is for May the 4th be with you, and May the 4th I think is a Star Wars day. I just see the hashtag on Instagram or anywhere, and it seems like it's a day to celebrate Star Wars. So I made a mermaid that was inspired by Star Wars, not a particular character, but just someone inspired by it. Last year I did do Rey as a mermaid. For the lightsabers, I actually used watercolor pencils just to get that crisp line and then to fade it out. I think it worked really well, so I liked how that one turned out. For this one, I did a video on it. It is an anglerfish, and it's a different take on it because it's not the scary kind of one that you typically see. I thought it would be nice to do something more curious and I guess something filled with wonder. I also tried to change up the body diversity. This is definitely a step in the right direction, but I need to push it more. So I'm hoping to do that in future drawings, but recently I haven't had time to draw for fun. It's mainly been for school, so my wrist has been hurting a lot, but hopefully it goes away once my break comes. This one is based on a sea turtle. When I was looking up sea turtle references, I saw that these yellowfish seem to appear a lot, and I think they clean the sea turtle or something like that, but I thought it'd be cute to add in. I like how this one turned out as well. I find that if I use something as a reference, it turns out a lot better just because I think it's inspired by that thing instead of just off the top of my head. but at the same time it still uses my imagination. So I think it's fun to do that. This one, however, was inspired by a manta ray, and it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Her pigtails were supposed to be like the manta ray's antennas, but then I guess people didn't read it as well, especially on Instagram. This is where I posted it. They thought it was more like a shark, which I can see. It definitely looks more shark-like than a manta ray, so I may have another attempt to do a manta ray. Next we have this one, and it is a watermelon mermaid. Why a watermelon mermaid? I don't know. I just wanted to do pigtails, and that's what started this whole thing, and then I went to watermelon. So that's what that one is. I was definitely trying to do different eye styles. I've been practicing a lot and trying to make my style more diverse by changing up the eyes, changing how I do hair. I've been experimenting a lot, and it's been interesting. It's been a process. And this is the last one that I posted on Instagram, but it's a dolphin one, but I changed the color. It's not like a typical dolphin color, obviously, but I really like this color, and the reason why I did it this color was because I accidentally made it in my watercolor palette, and I liked it so much I decided to do a mermaid with it. So I really like the color palette in this one, and I also try to do a soft line. Instead of using a black pen, I just used a watercolor brush, and I outlined it in a darker color. So that's all the ones that I posted on Instagram, but these last two are ones that I didn't really like and I didn't want to post because I wasn't really proud of them. So this one's the first one, and she's a witch, but something about it, I just didn't like it, so I didn't continue with it. I'm not sure if it was the face or the pose, or I don't know. I don't like it as much, so I didn't post it and didn't continue it. And this one, yeah, this one I didn't really like either. It was kind of like a pirate, but not, and she's supposed to have like a shell ball thing. I wasn't really sure where I was going with it. And I was kind of winging it, and I was also trying a different style for the eyes and the hair, and she doesn't even have a tail. But yeah, I didn't really like this one either, so I decided not to post it. Usually, even if I don't like it, I usually post it, but for some reason these two just didn't seem to like speak to me, I guess. I didn't really like how they turned out, so I just ended up not posting it. But you guys get to see it in this sketchbook tour. That's all the mermaids I have for MerMay 2017. So unfortunately I didn't get to fill this whole sketchbook. The sketchbook is 30 pages long, and I only got halfway through. Hopefully next year I can do it, but we will see about that. Just some quick announcements to make. If I don't post for the next couple of months or so, or maybe I post really sporadically, it's because I'm trying to rebrand my channel. So I want to make like new banners, because the banner I use is from a couple years ago, and I want to make it more towards what I do on the channel. I also would like to create a channel trailer, recreate my business cards, update my Etsy shop, stuff like that needs to be done, but I haven't had time to do it because of school and trying to keep up with YouTube. But trying to keep up with YouTube and balancing school and work and projects and YouTube has been a struggle. It's been really hard for me to put out videos, and when I do put out videos, it seems more like a chore than something that's fun for me. So I didn't want it to get to that point. So if I don't post for a couple of weeks or maybe like a couple months, then don't worry, I'm not going to stop YouTube completely. I just want to get things done so that they don't keep stacking up on my plate and stressing me out more, because it's been stressing me out more than I have been having fun making videos. So that's not what I want, and I'm pretty sure that's not what you guys want, because if I'm stressed out and I make bad videos, you guys are gonna be sad, and I don't want that. So anyways, that's pretty much it for my announcements. Thank you guys for watching and for continuing to support me even though I don't post as often. If you want to keep up with me, I'll try to post on my vlog channel to, I guess, make sure you guys know that I'm not gone completely. And I'll be posting on Instagram. I definitely post on Instagram more just because it's more casual for me. And it's not like I have to make a video and edit it, I just have to draw something. So, if you want to keep up with me, that's where you'll find me. But until then, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!